So early in the series, it has already become do or die. Win here today for the Kings against Nevers, and they will be going up to Division 5. It is winner take all, and welcome back along everyone to Rugby 18, the Kings of Rugby. We're in our third and final match of Season 1 in Division 6. As you can see, for the third match as well, the team is unchanged going into this crunch game. Up against us are Nevers. Now this is going to be make or break for us against a team that has taken no points from anyone this season. They are the easy beats, so they say, of the division, and we are looking to pile some points on against these boys. Once again, as always, we get ready for kickoff. It is Anton Gilliman doing the duties there. The tight head prop with ball in hand. He slips it away, and we are underway here. Third match and final match is a great little inside little break to start us off there for Nevers, and here come the Kings running a bit lateral with each other, but Gilliman makes the initial pass away to Billy LaRue. LaRue behind them, kicks ahead. Here comes it, shakes from Mapimpi, putting pressure on Nevers. Can they get away? They do. A terrible kick that goes straight up, and who else but Gilliman is right there. Look at them go, the Kings. What a start this could be. Just outside the 22. Oh, terrible play, but somehow Mapimpi's come away with it. I don't know what the hell is going on here. That was a messy play, but somehow the Kings have come away with the penalty. Offside against Nevers and the Kings of Rugby. Looking for our first piece of success here in our opening season. It is Matt Tamua. Finally, we got a proper kicker on the kicks. He's got a slight breeze coming over his shoulder. He lines it up, takes his shot, and it's good. Kings up 3-0 after just 10.5 minutes. Not the start we're used to. Second half is normally the first time we see points, but I like this. I welcome this. Here is a run from Billy LaRue. Didn't see that too often from him so far this season. He just about gets us back up to halfway. Meehan, short one, and Gilliman once again involved, but his pass is intercepted as he looked for Trevarnis on his left, but taken straight back. And Meehan, box kick! Oh, that's out the full. Mistake from the Australian scrum half, looking to pop it over, play a little bit of territory. He's knocked it straight out on the full. First mistake by the Kings. And a chance here for Nevers to take something back. Line out goes into the back they go. This could be a turnover. It is. What a catch there from Trevarnis. He does exceptionally well. And the Kings, well, they try to maul it upfield. They do it slowly but surely. It is moving. It's still moving. This is great from the Kings. Not used to seeing this from them here. 20 minutes in. Oh, Billy LaRue once more. Haven't said his name much this season already, but there should be another offside advantage. Looked like it. There he's definitely behind where he should have been. And just about a magical play. But away comes Nevers, and now they will counter-attack with the rolling maul, and they're looking good too. Charging upfield on the back of their fly half, who was right in the thick of it. Gilliman makes a great tackle, and Billy LaRue straight in over the top, and Meehan says, thank you very much. Let's try that box kick again. And he has, is that out? No, he's kept it in just, and a terrible kick. Utterly dreadful from the Nevers player. Looked like the flanker who was back there. He's just bombed it straight out into touch on the full, of course. And now it will be the line-outs for the Kings to the back. That's the go-to play. Oh, Meehan gets it away, and he gets it away beautifully as well to Mapimpi. Mapimpi on the grubber. It's all on for Young and Old. Oh, it's Smith's in the back. Mapimpi try of the series so far without a doubt. Mapimpi scores a stunner, and the original King himself crowns off this great season with a try of his own. Well, a mistake there by the winger coming across for Nevers, and he just completely bombed it. Mapimpi never gave up, and he is the name that is iconic for the Kings. It was a dreadful little grubber, but it was just botched of the highest calibre at the back by the winger for Nevers, and away it goes. Easy grab and a try to the Kings. And with this kick, they could equal their most points for this season, which was, of course, 10 in their opening matchup. 8-0 it was, the second game. And 8-0 again here. Just 34 gone, though, so massive possibilities for a bigger score here for the Kings. Matt Tomoa lines it up. Oh, that was close. That was really tight by Matty Tomoa. But he gets it over. 10-0 the score. Things are leveled back to their highest total of a match so far this season. We do near half-time, and now it's Adair Lucan who's smacked that one downfield. We've got an offside call against, looks like it's against the Kings. No, it is for the Kings. And Matt Tomoa has the ball back in hand, and he's smacking this one down the touchline. Doesn't quite get to the 22, but a decent wee nudge from the former Wallaby. What's the call here by the Kings? A great attacking chance. They could go just 15 or 17-0 up. They have 2.5 minutes to do it. Quinton McDonald is there. He throws in nicely as well. And man, again, takes a tackle. Now looking, it's great ball away. And it's there for Miliru. They go deep and back. And he takes contact, still looking for Mapimpi out on his left. Now they continue that way. It's a good run here for McDonald. He's gone straight through the middle of them. Quinton McDonald, great run. Needs some friends. And of course finds it. And who else but Anton Gulliman. Man, wide ball, short one away to Trevranis as he tries to storm his way through. Tamiafuna, only one required there, as the ball has been very short passed away. Meehan. Oh, Meehan! He twists and turns and goes into the 22. Great run from Meehan. Here's a pick and go from, of course, the big loose head prop, Ben Tamiafuna. They go short once again. Harry Wells tries his luck. Kalamafoni. Here's a strong run here from the number 8. Gulliman's on hand and he charges in there. Wide ball. Very good ball. And Lucan, he's just got himself to beat. And he goes around the ball. Dots it down to the right of the uprights. And another try to the Kings. Wow. This is a try-scoring frenzy by Rugby 18 standards. Great ball. Adair Lucan just had to run around the outside. Just had to put his foot down the best he could. And that was enough. That was enough for the man on the right wing. That last ball that looked like it was Unoni. Great ball from the Italian centre. First time he said his name as well. Kuliman is absolutely wrapped. We have some changes coming on Funavir as well. Right on halftime whistle, you think they could have waited a bit as Samoa's back to the tee. This is a great performance from the Kings. We've had some average ones. It is only our third match, so we had a 10-pointer, an 8-pointer, and now we're up to 15. We're doing well. As Matty Tomoa adds a couple more just for good measure. It is 17-0, and it is half-time. The two sides making their way off 17-0. What a game so far. 2 tries, 2 conversions, and of course you've got to take the penalties because you just don't know if you're going to ever score a try. Tackle count is 20-3. Well, isn't that one-sided? All the ball to the Kings, and they look well and truly on top, and they are performing like they are the real Kings of Rugby here today against Nevea. Of course, remember, win here today, and we go up to Division 5, so losing this one, really not an option at all for the Kings. Back halfway we go, Nevea kicking off, and it's a flat one across field. Everyone's missed it, and into touch it goes. Called back, and proper kickoff. Option here for the Kings. Going to go for the scrum. So the scrum really is a safe option, generally. Kings have a very good pack. We've talked about it a lot here. They know how to do their job. Kalamafoni at the back. He's a stronghold, isn't he? He's a monster of a man. He does his job so well. That back row is exceptional. Well, first ever try scorer, Croft on the blind side. Trevranis, of course, on the right. On the open side, he's a good run away from Vinny Roo. Oh, look at him go! He has been just fantastic here today. Billy LaRue, take a bow. Meehan, wide, is cutting around back the other way. It's a good ball. Unoni's ball is pushed back. Surely that's a knock on by the Nevere defence. Here's Lucan. He's way over the other side on the left. Bit bizarre to see him there. Meehan quickly gets involved and pops away nicely. They're not good him, and oh, he's just chopped away. Thought he could have snuck through there. Could be a turnover here. King's very slow in getting support to the breakdown. Couple jump on it, and then Kalamafoni, he seals the deal with a big charge late on. Tamiafuna, Lucan does well. Breaking tackles, it's Croft. We know he can do it. Do the Kings have another try? It would be absurd to think of another try here. 3 for the Kings. Do we even dream of a bonus point here? Meehan, away it goes. Billy LaRue. Oh, Billy LaRue should have hung on and kept going there. It's going to be loose ball away. Foot in the air, and they break, but they kick. Wasteful stuff. Here's Rory Hughes, pops it inside. Great pass away. Quinlan McDonald gets involved now. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it cold. Is it a rock on? No! And away come to there. Great chance of the score. We're up towards the 22. Can they bring it back? No. That could have changed things. And Meehan says, get out of my 22, you mugs. Oh, great kick. What's a kick, Ben Meehan? So we'll be back to a line out just inside the half for Nevere. They just lost 40 metres of hard work ground there. Kings players jumping, trying to read the play, but they don't do it. It's taken at the front nicely, and Nevere tried to do something shady here. A little play around the back of the line now. Doesn't come off, and the Kings turn it over as well. Now they spread the ball wide. Little chance here for Lucan. He's bust his man. He's thrown away. He's got the speed past the open side flanker for Nevere, but just the grubber doesn't work off as he just gets pummeled. All the balls come loose. It's a pick up. It's a toss. It's just about a try. Although Kalamafoni was over. Watch this one. Oh, where was the hand? There's no knock on. Kalamafoni just smelt the chalk and he was wanting to score. Scrum will pack. And you've got to say there's a chance here the Kings could nick this one back their way. Sets down. Kings have been all over this. Fed in from Nevere. Oh, the Kings. Oh, there we go. That's the input we wanted. Bang, another one for the Kings. Oh, they charge forward, and that's got to be a turnover ball to the Kings. Meehan running all alone. He's still got Mapimpi outside. And more, Meehan. I was waiting for the pass. It just didn't come from Meehan. This side, Mapimpi. Oh, he beats one. Oh, flicks over the top. The ball's loose. And into touch. No. How does he stay in the field of play there? Vanilla does well. Away it goes. And Lucan. Oh no, it's gone free once more. And the ball's loose again. Everyone is losing the pill now at the moment. Here's Trevor Arness, tries to do a little spinneroonie, and it's chopped down like a tree in the woods. Terrible ball out wide. Mapimpi picks it up. Mapimpi looking for number 2. Mapimpi. Just 10 metres short. Meehan trying to break. Meehan. He's just 4 metres short. McDonald's quickly up and over the ball. Here's Big Ben. Tamiafuna! He charges for the Kings' 3rd try. Yeah, I can't believe it either. The big man, Ben Tamiafuna. Get out of the way. Bango! That is a crushing hit. He gained a good 10 metres on one tackle. This is extraordinary power from Big Ben. Bang, that is huge. Knew what he had to do and dominated his way through it as well. So the 80 minutes is up. And all the Kings have to do now is kick this over, and it is all over. What a game it's been by the Kings. They've done so well. Here's the shots. Samoa. Right in front. Makes no mistake. 24-0. That is a marvellous scoreline by the Kings. Where did this come from? Where did it come from? It's been terrible performances so far, and now out of nothing, they just pop up with a great win by 24 points to zip. an extraordinary display from the Kings, and that is promising. That is really promising as well. Some good squad points there, but overall, look at this. 24-0, I can't believe it. I don't care about Nevere. They can go fly a kite. But 3 tries on Rugby 18. It's a revolution. New things are happening, and we are scoring tries, 42 tackles to 6. That alone tells you a big part of the story. But I'm just happy we scored 3 tries. That is groundbreaking for the Kings, and we are going to Division 5. We'll check out a little look at the table if it'll allow us to, and then it's back to you guys to see who we should recruit for Season 2 in Division 5, and how much money we may have to spend as well. So let's take a quick look at that before we wrap up Episode 3 in our third match and last match of Season 1. Well, there it goes. A great final match. And we can confirm the fact that the Kings are promoted to the 5th Division. We placed first. We've done it all. And we've done it very well as well. That is huge to get our first season off to a good start. Big worry, though, is the money. So we're going to have a quick look at that. And then, of course, it is back to you guys to give me some ideas as to who you would like in the team next season. I can presume we'll get more money. We should get rewarded for being first. Things like that. Let's take a look and see what happens. But that is a great sight. First place for the Kings of Rugby. So here we go, summing it up now. We can see on the left, Kings 12 points, and the other 3 sides all got 5. So that is quite bizarre that there's no real difference between them. But Kings, the top side, by far and away the best team in the division. But it's the right-hand side that we really want to look at, because money is huge for us. Money is really big for us. So let's have a look at what we got. Final position first gets us another 20k. League matches won 100% gets us another 10k. Points difference plus 58. Well, that was massively boosted by that last win, which is mid-20s. Yeah, that was half our points right there to go off those average 10-0 wins that we got. Plus 3,480, and tickets sold 26,000. Not too many over 3 matches. But yeah, it's a good crowd of about 8, just over 8,000 per match. We got 2,677 smackaroonies from that. So with that in mind, we've got a total revenue of 36,157. Another good sight here is that middle page. Results, the big one for the Southern Kings. The Kings of Rugby, they have gone up to Division 5. So, moving on, season summary. What have we got? What have we got? Savings, minus 62k. I can live with that because we know we overspent to get some good guys to boost us up. Annual budget is only 400 still. So our annual budget hasn't gone up despite the fact that we actually won the division and we're up to Division 5 now, which is a bit crap. Performance bonus, this is a big one here, plus 100k. That is a massive one as well. And we got a results bonus of 36,000 and objectives achieved. So that 36,000 is obviously from that last page. Objectives achieved, I know what that means. We promoted, I guess. 92k for that. But something doesn't add up here. Oh, it does. Wait on. We're a balance of 566. Last season we only had 400k. This season we got 566k. Upgrades are plenty. Surely we can manage some decent players now if we keep a core of what we had last season and build on that. 566,000 spondoolies to spend on the Kings of Rugby. 166 more than we had last season, and 100k or 106k more than we spent last season. Well, we want to be technical, 104k because we spent 62 over. So we spent 462 last season. We got 566 to spend this season. We've got to watch out for things like injuries, though. We've still got to have some decent depth. But I think if we go for a really good 23, we could be on to something. So this is where you guys come back into the mix. This is, of course, the team we had this season. You guys know the side. Didn't see much of those guys apart from when we had a couple of injuries. The reserves bench is pretty much the worst guys in cover positions. But we're going to look through this team here, and this is a season review. Let's go over Hughes. I thought was really good. When they kicked to him, he was really fast out of the blocks. He smoked them in acceleration. Him on the wing wouldn't be a bad option. So I'd like to keep Hughes. Lucan was superb over the season. He was a great player in our starting line, but rightfully so. I mean, he was just about our best player, being 65 rated. Tommaso Iannone, now 58. He was a weak link in the back line alongside Willie Leroux. Okay, and Mapimpi as well, let's be fair. But he did all right, but maybe the midfield is somewhere we can strengthen. Move Leroux back to fullback, maybe put Hughes into the lineup somewhere. Not quite sure, but you guys will think of something. We'll come up with something together. Mapimpi, I'm going to keep him in the team regardless, whether it be starting or reserves. He is just the original king, and he's like our icon. He is like our marquee kind of player because he's been here forever. He is an original king in the team before the move to the Pro 14. So Mapimpi he's the mascot, if you will. Not good enough for the team, we'll throw him on the bench, so don't worry about him having to be there. Okay, so Tamura and Meehan, I thought they worked pretty well. I mean, Australian and Tigers together again. Are they the best we can do? I think we could improve that area. The way the game works, the scrum half does a lot of little running snipes, gets us that man over, that overlap, that kind of does help us out. I wouldn't mind a better scrum half. We can look towards that. Tamura played all right, didn't have much to do with bar kicking, which is a bit irrelevant, really. Our back row was amazing. Kalamafoni, our key player at number 8, wasn't bad as well. Travanis as well was 61 rated, not bad. Tom Croft, maiden try scorer, deserved a spot on the bench at least, but we could pump him up there on the blind side. Either way, these guys are pretty versatile as well. Kalamafoni could come into 6. We could sign another good number 8 instead. So, options there as well. Second row, terrible. They were pretty much the two worst second rows in the game that we could sign. So, if we could find something else there, would be quite nice, I might say. Front row, Guliman, his kicking was his main factor, but Tamiafuna and Guliman were outstanding with ball in hand. They did a lot of running, and that's something we've got to keep in mind here, what these guys do in the open field. First to rucks and first carries off the side of rucks as well. They did a lot of hard work. They deserve to be in the team, maybe as bench players, but I think we can definitely make that 100k extra we have go a little bit further. And of course, you know, we chuck some guys off the back so those bench guys can go. They didn't affect this season. And, you know, some of these starters can go to the bench instead, and we can free up some coin that way. Or we'll work something out and make this 100,000 work for us a little bit more. And we can know, based on how season 1 went, that we're going to get, if we have a successful one, you know, upwards towards 60k, or it was 36, but anything up towards 100k extra next season, so we won't be in debt. So I think we could stretch that 566 maybe up to 650 if we have to, but I would like to keep it nice, leave a little bit in the purse for even next season as well. So your guys' turn, think your caps on. Who do you want to see in the Kings of Rugby for Season 2 in the Division 5? There will be more games. Do you got 5 or 6 teams in Division? Not quite sure. But there's more games, more opportunity, and more of a challenge as well in Season 2 here on Rugby 18. Kings of Rugby Season 1 has been a success thanks to you guys and your submissions of ideas of great players who have performed. Tom Croft, he was our maiden try scorer. But what I want to know from you guys as well, who was our player of the season? You know, if I'm going for anyone, I'm going for Anton Guliman. He was just outstanding throughout. He even kicked our first points, which says something for the man on the tight head side of the front row. Honourable mentions, you've got to say, to players like Kalamafoni, who was outstanding. And I've got to say, Adira Lucan, whoever suggested him, I can't remember who it was, he was really good. He bust the line, he made breaks, he was quick. And with this patch coming out, things could change if their stamina is fixed up. He could be a real keeper. And being 65 rated, you know, the guys that are rated higher you can't argue they did perform better. So that is a positive out of Season 1 of Kings of Rugby. That is my time done and dusted for today. A successful finish to the season, a successful season all round, and lots of money for us to play with for Season 2. So quickly get your thoughts in. I won't leave it over for too long. We'll see how we go, and we'll start up Season 2 as soon as we can get things rocking back in the Kings of Rugby. So let your thoughts go into text in the comments below, and we'll make up our team for Season 2. Until then, thank you for tuning and watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and until next time, as always, take care.